Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 17 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office and the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on second down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
Ready, blue 45, blue.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Mahomes to throw. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. play action. Now Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down, here's Carr. And it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up third down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. From the gun, it's Carr. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100, and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation, and the first play will be a field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Shifts by him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go now. Green 90.
Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On the toss, there goes West. Wiggles free, and this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mahomes going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And the play clock and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing his car on third down. And he is in now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The return man is Grant. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Green 39. Green.
They'll toss it to Hunt. Always got some breathing room. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight 1st down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mahomes now to throw, and Hill with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Green 39. Green.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of that.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Ace. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
A toss running left. It's Hunt, and he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Carr to throw on second down. And McDonald here over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards. On first down, Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate.
Still
the ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On play action, it's Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week. Matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Anderson takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Play action, now it's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give it to Anderson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Carr throwing on second down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
10th carry now for Anderson. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That puts a good dent into their 1st down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Space to maneuver at the 40. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Delay of game, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Finding room inside the 40. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back there, and now 2nd down.
Left.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Green 90. Green 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Gets this one to Hill. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This is caught. Quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Carr now on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Cooper was the target there, and he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Green 90.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Green 39. Green 39.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt shedding through the defense. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Green 39.
To throw is Mahomes. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Oh, what a move. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now a play fake. Carr. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and through by Myers as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Run it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run again with Hunt. Oh, what a juke into space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation